I believe we are live. Can you guys... Oh, there is the chat. Now it is working. Can you guys hear me fine? Can you see me? So in this way we can also test the chat a bit. Now, maybe it's too big right now. But first of all, if you can hear me, somebody type something, please. Oh, that's the most important thing. And then we will dedicate maybe a couple of minutes to fixing this chat on screen. Because I do want it to appear on screen. I think it's more or less alright. Maybe it's a bit too big though. What do you think? Should I make it a bit smaller, this live chat on screen? No, the other thing is I will make it so that it doesn't stay on screen the whole time. So maybe actually something like slightly smaller. Wonder if it is... okay, now it disappeared, but it should come back. Maybe. Meanwhile, if you have any questions about the templates, let me know here in the chat, because that's a topic I do want to cover. Yeah, now? Some weird stuff about this. Yeah, now the chat disappeared from the stream as well. Why did it disappear? I did not remove it. I will never exactly understand how this thing works. Hey there, Imperium. Welcome to the live stream. Okay, no, it just... okay, it resets, so the new messages will appear up there. Okay, I will leave it as it is for now, and then later on we can fix it more if needed, if anything. Now, of course, guys, soon we will continue. The first part of the live glitch is about setting up the live. It's supposed to be Italy. No, okay, yes, we will play as Italy, but not right now, because this is my run in which I made all of my templates. So here you can see a list of all of the single player and multiplayer templates I shared with you partially. Yeah, so far I released the single player templates. The multiplayer templates will come soon, in a couple of weeks, I believe. Next week is the tank designs, and then after that we will go for the multiplayer templates. But I can give you a few anticipations if you want. So if you had any questions about templates, this would be the time. And well, yes, I used this run with Germany, communist Germany, to test everything. Of course, I used cheats to unlock all researches and special projects and stuff. But this was one of the funniest and most advanced runs I had in the game. So that's what I used. Multiplayer tank, okay. This is a bit of a spoiler, but since you guys joined the live, I can show you some stuff that will come next week or in a couple of weeks in advance. So for multiplayer tanks, we have a couple of designs. We have the heavy tank destroyer, and I guess this is probably the core of any multiplayer template that you may use. So if you're going for a tank design in multiplayer, you want a lot of hard attack and a lot of piercing. And then, of course, you also want a lot of hardness and armor. Those are the most important stats in multiplayer. And you don't care too much about the speed, then you can adjust it a little bit, but it doesn't have to be 8 kilometers per hour. Also, it's impossible to achieve that with heavy tanks, which is what is used in multiplayer. And the other thing, of course, you don't care much about is reliability, which is not to say that it is not important. It just means that you need to be very careful when you play multiplayer. You need to know what you're doing, because if you incur in high attrition, then you will lose a lot of these tanks. I actually recently watched a tournament, a multiplayer tournament, to get an idea of how it works, because I'm not a very experienced... Let me skip the advertisement on my own channel. I usually just put both engine and armor to max. Yeah, of course you can do that too. I mean, you can adjust them the way you want. I know 1717 is the meta. I don't know exactly why it is the meta in this particular case. But what I wanted to say is I watched this tournament, and one of the best players, there are the best players in there, you know, Tommy K, Dunkus, and so on. One of them actually lost a huge amount of tanks to attrition just because he was not careful enough. So you need to be careful. It's not like with 18% reliability, you ignore it completely. Oh, good morning, Anthony. Where in America are you? And Otto asked, what is your favorite country path? My favorite country is, of course, Italy. Favorite path is the Roman Empire path. That's the very first guide I made a couple of years ago when I started this Hoi 4 adventure on YouTube. And yes, I started with the Roman Empire, and it's still my favorite at this time. And then, by the way, Glitchy, so this is the tank destroyer that we're going to use. And then in addition to this one, we also have a heavy tank chassis. And this one, you usually only use 1 or 2 battalions, but usually only 1 battalion. And you want to increase, on this one, the armor as much as possible. So this one is just to get insane armor. That's why you get the welded armor and the armor skirts, the sloped armor. So you get to insane levels of armor on your entire division. You increase the average armor. I'm still checking the on-screen chat from time to time. Is it too... Let me know, is it too much in the way? Should I make it a bit smaller, or is it okay? What do you think? Also, I need to make it so that it disappears. Wait a second. This one is important. So I don't want messages to be there permanently. They will fade away after 30 seconds. Okay, let's change it this way first of all. It's why tanks are usually only used for planes. Yeah, tanks are used, mostly in the planes, of course. But when you go for Barbarossa, that's not always an option. But yes, of course, if you can use tanks in the planes, that would be the best. Oh, Pennsylvania, Anthony. Okay, that's great. That's great. One of the swing states. Okay. Anything else you want to say, guys, in here? Otherwise, we can, of course, move on to our run with Italy and continue it. I mean, we can quickly go through all of these templates. But I already showed them in the dedicated video, of course, you can find on the channel if you haven't watched it yet. And actually, one thing that I mentioned briefly on the video, but it's worth probably mentioning a bit more. Also, wait a second. Let me change the positioning of my phone. Okay, much better. One thing, it's also why I don't like sending tanks to Africa. Yes, of course. But fighting in Africa is something that you should try to avoid as much as possible, because it's a nightmare. Wait a minute, this isn't a historical Italy run. No, we are going to start very soon. Before that, we're just going to look at the templates that I just shared. So if you guys had any questions about that, but then we are going to move on to our not so historical run with Italy in just a couple of minutes. I'm just going through the templates very quick, and then we'll do that indeed. So one thing I wanted to say about this template is that this can be incredibly strong if you use it with superior firepower, and if you add like rocket artillery, maybe even the super heavy artillery, you get to insane levels of soft attack. You can make it 10 or 12 width. You can make it smaller. Saluti da Germania. Ciao Antonio. Okay, you say I can make it a bit smaller. Let's do that. Maybe let's go down to like... Is it okay starting with motorized before I can produce my medium tanks? Okay, give me a second here while I try to find a perfect setup for this chat. Let me go back a bit. I can only put a few because I start losing a lot of time. Yes. Starting with motorized, what do you mean by producing motorized or creating a motorized division? I wouldn't create a motorized division, although I do have one, this one. But this one is just to follow tanks around. So with this one, you just want to keep a first defensive line behind your tanks. Other than that, isn't the stream delay a bit too much? No, probably it's normal. Okay. Never mind. Sorry, guys. I'm just adjusting some things. Motorized is expensive. Yeah, it is a bit expensive. So... I mean, you can start with a basic one, and then you can just add the tank battalions. Then I wouldn't go for this one, though. You can do something like this. So you could start with something like this. The thing is, nah, with motorized artillery, no. Then I wouldn't say so. No, because motorized artillery, yes, offer good stats, but it's not worth making the investment and then switching over to tanks. You can produce enough tanks if you work on it. And if you cannot produce enough tanks, don't go for an armored template. Just go for something. So if you don't have the industry to produce the tanks, just go for something like... something like this. What you can do is you can use just a few tank battalions together with infantry. Even less than this, by the way. The width of tank battalions and the width of infantry is exactly the same. So if you don't have the industry to make this, you can remove one and you can add one more infantry battalion, and the width will stay at 30, which is optimal. And of course, you can do that even more, or you can even decrease the width a bit. I mean, 28 is not a tragedy if you don't have the industry. Then slowly you go on and you add more tank battalions to this template. I have 800 hours and I have never truly used motorized divisions. Yeah, but that's totally fair. That's absolutely fair. Pure motorized divisions are not very useful. The only reason I make them is when I already have them, like in the case of Germany. You start with this specific template that I'm sharing with you. And you can use it to protect the line when your tanks push. That's actually quite important because, you know, your tanks will push a lot faster than the infantry. So you will form gaps which the enemy divisions can take advantage of if you're not careful. So it's useful to have a fast template with good defensive stats, as you can see, that can cover the line very quickly. And you can even use it to rush victory points. And by the way, you don't need the support artillery, you don't need the support anti-air. You can keep it to this very cheap template here. And if you don't need it anymore, you can just turn it into armored templates by switching over to tanks instead. So that's totally viable. So as I was briefly mentioning earlier, this template here with enough support companies, and if you go for the superior firepower doctrine, the important part is the first part, and down here you can go right or left, it's up to you. It's better right if you don't go for tanks, left is better if you go for tanks. But it doesn't matter much, the important ones are these ones, these two. And if you do that, even very small templates like this one can work amazingly well with support companies. And just infantry can destroy everything. Can you show the multiplayer infantry? So multiplayer infantry, we have one for mass mobilization, which is this one. And do keep in mind that we don't have mass mobilization, which is a bit of an issue if you want to show a template with mass mobilization. So the width should not be 22. The width should be 18. Other than that, it's a very, very basic and spammable template, this one, which still gets some kind of decent piercing and hard attack, but mostly it has a lot of defense and you can spam it. So you make a lot of these templates. For Grand Battle Plan, do you think left path or right path is better? Oh, that's a big one. That's a big one. So, Otto, everybody will kill me if I say that the right path is better, because everyone says that the left path is better for Grand Battle Plan. And the reason for that is that you get insane planning. So you with Grand Battle Plan, you get some extra planning right here, 10% extra. Then you get, where is it? Another 10% here, so that's 20%. And then you get another 10% here from the logistics. So that's a 30% planning bonus. And that's insane. The thing is, oh, nice, questions are coming. So the thing is about planning is it's very difficult if you don't abuse game mechanics to always take advantage of planning. There are many situations in which you can actually not use your planning. Let me give you a very, very basic and simple example. Say that you're pushing the Soviet Union from Poland, from here. And you're not alone. Say you're doing that as Italy, but you also have Nazi Germany with you. So Nazi Germany keeps pushing, and you cannot stop. I mean, you stop your divisions, but Nazi Germany keeps pushing. Your divisions keep moving ahead. In that case, you cannot get planning. So your planning is wasted. You cannot get it. Another good example is, say that you want to push into Italy from France. Of course, if you have time before the war, you can get your planning. But if at any time you need to change something, so say you had an army here, and you send it down to push into Italy. And you do it during the war. Now, as soon as you send it down, Italy will start attacking you. And while you're under attack, you cannot take planning bonuses. So you cannot grow your planning bonuses. So there are several situations in which you cannot really use that 30%. So it's a bit of a trap. It looks like it's 30% stats, but it is 30% stats if you get the planning. And that's not a guaranteed thing. On the other hand, if you go right, you get this very, very good buff. This land night attack plus 25%. This is an insanely big buff. It's often skipped, but this is a huge buff because it applies always. I mean, it applies at night, but you always fight at night. You never stop the game during the night, every single night, just not to fight at night. And depending actually on the area of the world in which you're fighting, nights are longer, like in real life, so you can get it even more. Okay, now let me see some of the other questions here. Night attack. Yeah, night attack is very good. Okay, what else was there? Thoughts on Space Marines. I don't like Space Marines frame because they're very cheesy, to be honest, so I don't make them. If you wanted to make them, you would just take any infantry division, like this one, and you would add a... what is it? A light support anti-air. Okay, so something like this. You can see like how the armor already went up a lot. You can add a couple of them. In any case, you can increase the armor a lot. Now, I'm not even sure this is the right template that is selecting right here. We would need to check in equipment. Because the idea is that you use this design that I'm going to show you next. If I can find it. This one here. So use something very cheap like this, which gives you a lot of armor, but it is very cheap at the same time. Only 5. It's like basically the same as producing artillery. And in this way, you can increase the armor on your templates by paying a very, very modest price and potentially make them unpierceable. That, I find it cheesy and I do not like. On the other hand, if by Space Marines you just mean adding... I always open the wrong one. Adding some tank battalions to your infantry, then I have nothing against that. And I actually like this template a lot. So in this case, we achieve more or less the same result. As you can see, the armor is around 30, but you can increase it further, depending on the tank design. And at the same time, though, by using proper tanks, you get a lot of soft attack. You get a huge amount of breakthrough. So more expensive, but a lot more fun. Okay, let me see what else you guys wrote here. For attack division, is it better 30 width or 40 width? For attack divisions, it's better to use 35 width. That would be the ideal one. So 35 would be perfect. And you can achieve it on a... like this. Okay, you can achieve it on an armored template in this way. So... what is it? For 8, 8, and 1 motorized artillery. The thing is... although 35 is slightly better than 36, if you go 36, instead of 1 motorized artillery, you can add 2 more tank battalions, and you get overall much better stats. So in the end, usually 36 is the best offensive width. What else? How can you like do area defense in Switzerland and gain... oh, okay. Well, Glitch is answering you already. And I mean, that's the kind of glitched stuff or cheesy stuff that I personally do not like and do not use. Luckily, in a single player, that's not needed. So, yeah, that's the kind of thing, the kind of reason why I don't particularly like the planning bonus that much and so on. Okay, guys, if you don't have any more questions about templates, we can move on to the run with Italy. What do you think? Do you want to see anything else? I mean, maybe for Marines and paratroopers, I stayed with very, very basic templates this time. Like this one and this one. But of course you can change them a little bit, but not paratroopers. You cannot do that much there, because you cannot add almost any battalion. Nothing is able to paratroop. For Marines, you can do a lot more. You can use amphibious tanks. You can use mechanized, which is very good with Marines. Like, for example, in multiplayer for Marines, you would use something like this, which is quite crazy in terms of stats. But in single player, this is way an overkill. You don't need all of this stuff. with something like this and a plus 75% amphibious attack, you can invade anyone. You don't even need actually marines. You can do the same with even with armored. You know, armored divisions get minus 30% attack in amphibious, and they don't care, trust me, because this soft attack is so big that they just don't care. I showed many times how the invasion of the UK happens with tanks incredibly fast and so on. You can add light flame to paratrooper. To paratroopers we added not the light flame, but the airborne light armor, which is probably a little bit better in terms of stats. What's with that cursed Italy? That's horrible. Yeah, this is this was a needed sacrifice for Italy. So because we needed them to be communist. So there is the proletarian Tuscany. The Pope even became the Roman People's Republic, and yeah, that was a very sad run for Italy. I mean, it's a sad run for everyone. Look at the mess everywhere, and they all look like the same color, but these are all different countries, and they're all communist. Communism is everywhere in this run. Look at, like the UK, for example, is mostly fascist, but they are still communist. And the US is communist. Everyone is communist in this run. China is not communist though. We need communist China to win. But that's for another time. To attack Italy, do I need only one division of 24 width? Because the supply is one division. No, one division is a bit... I mean, you can do anything with one division, but no, one division is not enough. From Austria... Yeah, supplies are not great from Austria. You can maybe improve them a little bit. I mean, you'd lack a supply hub in here. So maybe you can build one here and get a railway to connect them. But I would use a bit more than one. At least, at the very least, 5. I would go with 5. Very good. Not 24 with. 530 with I would go for. Armored Recon. So by Armored Recon, do you mean... let me see. Do you mean the light armored Recon company? This one here, I believe. That's what you're talking about. Yes. In multiplayer, absolutely, because it increases the hard attack on your tanks. In single player, absolutely not. You don't need the hard attack. Is completely useless. So in single player, instead, you want a motorized recon because it gives you more speed. Do you need specialized units to push, or can regular infantry push? Regular infantry can absolutely push without issues. Like this template here, which I use defensively. I was mentioning earlier, if you add some support companies, say you add rocket artillery, and maybe a field hospital to preserve manpower. Let's say something like that, okay? So say that you make it like this. This template can push very well. And even if you go for a width of 10, you can push very well. As long as, of course, you have some air superiority, some support, and so on. Infantry can push, or this template, for example, this default 18 width template for Germany can push very, very well. Why not use the heli support company? It gives more recon than normal recon. Yes. So I mentioned in the main video that every time I use like the field hospital or recon, you can use the helicopter version if you have access to helicopters. It's slightly better. So the helicopter version of support companies is always slightly better than the default support company. It's not required, but it is slightly better. So let me show you maybe a comparison. Let me see if we can do something like that here. So if we go for... Okay, let's do this as a quick test. Okay, that will mess up my division, but I will not make a save. So this is an infantry template with 30 width, and now let's compare it to the equivalent with mountaineers. Now, of course, the mountaineers have a couple more support companies. Let's see what they have. They have the... Well, of course, they have the Rangers and the Flame Tank and the Assault Engineer Company, so we would have to use like these, and maybe the rangers, and let's say the medium flame tank. Are they the same now? Yes, they are the same now. So now they're exactly the same, except one is with regular infantry and one is with mountaineers, okay? So let's look at the stats. Now you can see a huge difference. Look at the... Okay, let's look at the HP now. Okay, HP is similar, actually slightly better on the infantry, okay? But look at the organization, which is another important stat. 69 for the infantry and 102 for mountaineers. So that's huge already. Look at the soft attacks, it's 361 to 415. So a bit better on mountaineers, nothing massive. The defense is better on regular infantry. The breakthrough is better on mountaineers, but these stats are fairly similar. Of course, the mountaineers get 16% initiative, which is very good. But then there is the big one. And the big one is the terrain bonuses. Like in the mountains, with infantry, you get plus 25%. With mountaineers, you get plus 60%. And you get these buffs almost everywhere. Like even for naval invasions, this template has plus 25%, 25%, 85% in forts. And infantry just doesn't get the same buffs in most terrains. Actually, they do kind of get them, but mountaineers get them even more. And the rangers help a lot with that. Maki, where I am? What's up, Glitchy? Where is the issue? Should I research rocket artillery or stick with regular, or is there no difference? Comparing specialized with infantry, you should remove rangers. I added rangers to... Yeah, I added rangers to both. But yeah, of course. I mean, you can get rangers even... you can add rangers even without making specialized divisions. For rangers, you just need to unlock the special forces for ranger. Yeah, you just need this one. You don't actually need to use special forces to unlock rangers. But rangers give initiative to mountaineers. So, of course, they work particularly well with them. Wait, there was another question that I now lost. What was it? Why? No, where was it? Jack, yes, yeah. Should I research rocket artillery? So, rocket artillery is better than regular artillery at some point, and in the late game it is. So, in the late game, you get a bit more. At least you should get a bit more. You can see how they're very similar though. So with one artillery we go up to 430. No, but wait, that's because we have rangers now. So let's remove rangers, because rangers give insane buffs to artillery and not to rocket artillery, by the way. Yeah, it's still the same. No, actually they do give it to rocket artillery too, it seems. Anyways, no. The quick answer is no. You should not research rocket artillery to use it as line rocket artillery, but you can research rocket artillery because you can add it together with support artillery. So the great thing about rocket artillery is you can use it as a support company when also using the regular support artillery. So you can use both, and that's really, really good, like in this case. And that's how you can make a very small template like this one incredibly strong offensively, by adding both artillery and rocket artillery. Exactly, as Glitchy says, you should do both if you're doing superior firepower, because this stuff here is insane on support companies. Can I ask you why you don't play the Road to 56? There are much more possibilities to play the game. Antonio, I do not play with mods yet because there is so much content that I still want to cover in the base game. I feel if I start getting lost in mods, I will never get out of them. So I'm focusing first of all on the vanilla game, let's say, which also has a bit of a bigger audience. So since the channel is still fairly small, we need to grow. I need to reach the highest amount of people possible. But we will do that for sure. At some point, I will play mods. And that's one of the mods that I will play, because it's one of the popular ones. Good day, Jabbies. So, guys, what's up? Should we move on to Italy? Or any more questions about templates? Anything else you want to see? Or shall we continue our epic run with Italy? No problem, Antonio. If you have any questions about the doctrines too, we can talk about that, or the spirits. But if not, I mean, in here actually there are even navy designs, which are coming soon. A lot of designs. But maybe that's too big of a spoiler, so that we will keep for the dedicated guide, which will come soon. I haven't recorded it yet, actually. Luxembourg guide, guys, Luxembourg is just not very fun. That's the thing. I mean, we can go for a for fun run with Luxembourg, but I see the point of the challenge. But it's just one of those runs in which you do nothing for hundreds of years, and you just farm some war score and then steal something, and then in 1950 you finally conquer something. World conquest with Hawaii. Yeah, it's one of those things. Is Tanatuba, Hawaii, and those very small. Nepal. We could do Bhutan, Nepal run. I mean, it's a big challenge, but it's not a very fun run, which in the end is what matters the most. Okay, we had some other questions. So we should fix both men of Italy. The best army spirits. Okay, let me talk about that very quickly. The best army spirits. For the first one, I really like bold attack. Because 50% chance to get +1 attack on level up can make some insane generals. That works well though if you have early wars and low level generals. Like with Italy, it is amazing because you start with a lot of low level generals and you fight in Ethiopia. So you can really farm them. And by the time you get to World War II, if you fought in Ethiopia, then in Spain, then in China, then you can get some insanely strong generals. So that's why bold attack is very, very good. There is another one that is good, but we cannot pick it here, I believe, because we are communist. The other one is political loyalty, which gives you more stability related to the support for the ruling party. And when you're fascist, that one is potentially good. Then, okay, let me go faster. For the second one, when you're communist, for example, this one can be very good if you have issues with manpower. I also like quick improvisation. It's a good new one, this one. The planning speed is very nice. Overwhelming firepower is okay, but not great in my opinion. It just makes designs cheaper. And another very good one that we don't have here is if you go for Grand Battle Plan, you can take Tip of the Spear, and that will increase the Special Forces cap, which can be very useful. And then for the last one, it really depends on your doctrine. So when I go for superior firepower, I like to take Smoke and Fire. There is the logistic one when you go for Grand Battle Plan. And I forgot the other ones, but I always pick the one that is related to your doctrine. Ok, let's see what else. Ho iniziato questa partita con l'Italia perché è uscita la serie su Mussolini. Ok, Riccardo asks if I started this game with Italy because of the series about Mussolini. No, it's a coincidence. I did start watching the series about Mussolini as well. And then I started this run with Italy. I don't particularly like the series, but I'm still watching it. And I have a question. Why didn't you use mass mobilization when testing your comparison with artillery and online artillery? Mass mobilization favors no artillery because it's clearly in favor of infantry. So I tried to do it with something that did not particularly favor any of them, which was superior firepower, because superior firepower does not favor artillery. And I only had the first few doctrines unlocked. And by the way, since that was a realistic run, I wouldn't have been able to pick mass mobilization. I just didn't have enough, definitely didn't have enough army experience to get all the way down here. Okay, next. Do you know you can play Silesia and form Austria-Hungary? No, I don't think I knew that, but that could be a fun run. Jebby says, monarchist Germany with the aim for naval domination would actually be a cool idea. Yes, I agree. Who are your favorite general marshals in the game? Oh, Frame, that's a big question. I don't know. Look at this guy when playing as Germany. I mean, there are a lot of them, but the best ones, the thing is, the best ones are usually the low-level ones that get very good buffs when fighting as volunteers and so on. So those are the best. Avoid. Yeah, you're right as well, Glitch. Who would have thought a hanging and photo can sound 200 out of the fight? What's the best tactic for superior firepower? The best tactic for the best tactic in general is always breakthrough. Like, there is no doubt that breakthrough is the best tactic, offensive tactic in the game. And that's it. So at some point, you always want to pick breakthrough. But superior firepower has a great advantage, which is with the very first doctrine, so basically no investment at all, you enable suppressive barrage. And suppressive barrage is a very good tactic. It's not the best, but it is a very solid one. It's plus 10% attacker, minus 20% defender. So it's a very solid tactic, and it has the advantage that with the first doctrine you can also pick smoke and fire. And as you can see, if suppressive barrage is your preferred tactic, it's selected more often. So smoke and fire and suppressive barrage is a great early choice with superior firepower. You need to do German Civil War and wait for the revolt, but you need to get the region that locked between Czech and Poland. Okay, that's an interesting run. I will think about that one. Guys, I don't have the time here. Okay, we have been talking about templates already for half an hour. I think it's time to move on to Italy. So, some spoilers here, actually, because there is this Hungary. What's this Hungary doing there? And what's this Austro-Hungarian Empire run doing here? You will see. But not today. Today, we go back to Italy. Multiplayer lobby stream in the future. Yes, I thought about that. I think we will do that. So what I was thinking is a multiplayer run with you guys. We play together. And me and the other experienced multiplayer guys, there are a couple on our Discord, are only allowed to play shitty miners. And only new players can play as Germany, Italy, UK, and so on. I think that will be very fun. So we'll have a lot of chaos, I believe, in the world. And chaos there is even now in our run with Italy. Now, if you missed the first stream, what we did with Italy was historical at first, not so historical later. So what we did is we conquered all of the Mediterranean area. In the end, we formed Greater Italy. And we pushed into France at the beginning of World War II. But we did it faster than Germany. So we were able to conquer Paris, that we later gave to Germany. We gave it to Germany because we wanted Vichy France to be formed. And as long as Germany controls Paris, they will form Vichy France. Then we went for a naval invasion of Leningrad, and from there we started Barbarossa. And in the end, we did so well in Barbarossa that this Soviet puppet, Reichskommissariat Russia, is actually our puppet, and we took all of the big cities in it. Baku, Sevastopol, Stalingrad, Moscow, and Leningrad are all under our control. The rest is a bit of a mess, and I also missed this one, so it looks very ugly. But we will fix it a bit later. Then we invaded and destroyed completely the UK without too many issues, and that's where we stopped. Right at that point. So what's the plan for today? And I did expect the stream to be a bit shorter today, but we already spent a lot of time talking about templates. So the idea for today is we invade the Netherlands, first of all, because we invade Ireland, first of all, because I don't want any ports from our enemies to be available in here. And then we will naval invade this area here. And from here, we will start a naval invasion of Florida. It will be our Operation Mar-a-Lago. And from Florida, we will take down the United States entirely. Now, what I was thinking is maybe we can even make a collaboration government in the States. Probably not. Probably we don't have enough time. But we can try. Okay, more questions. Where are you from, bro? I'm from Italy. Hey, Sterbak. And Chirri asks, will you ever make something like disaster saves? I already made a few disaster saves. I love them, but I recently haven't gotten any saves which was disastrous enough. So send me your disaster saves and we will cover them. We can even do that live, actually. Northern Ireland, still in UK, is do navy only. Ireland, yes, Ireland we need to destroy entirely. Actually, I want the other one too, so we take both of them. Okay, let's start getting ready for these guys. So we are going to use our mountaineers, of course. Let's stop them, and let's go for a naval invasion of both at the same time. I mean, unlikely to be much of an issue.
Sì, signore. Sì, signore. Comandi.
So we can do this quite quickly, I believe.
Attento.
I will need to send my fleet here to protect the
Comandi.
invasion, though.
Ordini.
Sorry, Chuck. What did you ask? Do navy only. What do you mean do navy only?
Comandi.
Like we do nothing but destroy enemy navies?
Comandi. Attento.
With Italy, actually, that can be fun. You play a navy only game. Okay, I forgot everything we were doing here, so guys, I will need a second to remember. So, ooh, we have a lot of planes. See, that's the... Whenever people tell you, you know, those 2 factories that you used for line artillery, you could have gotten 30 more CAS. And now I have so many, I don't even know what to do with them. So, why do I need those 30 more CAS? But, what I do want to do is send all planes in this area. And the fleet, our fleet is a bit messed up. Yeah, so what we want is to cover this region here as well. Easy. Perfect. Now, what else were we doing up here? Oh, we do lack manpower a bit. What are these guys doing? Nothing. That's great. Special projects, because we took the UK. That's right. Guys, I will not do this. Let me tell you right away. I will not do this. Tanks only. Yeah, tanks only can be done easily. Tanks only is an easy one. Would be nice to intercept the US Navy. If you do that multiplayer game sometime, I can play Romania. Yeah, Romania is a very cool country to play. Romania is one of the most interesting countries in OI4, in my opinion. Steal everyone's equipment. Can speed up a bit. We need the claim soon. So guys, after invading the US, by the way, we're also going to go after the German Reich. We are betraying them, and Japan. So we'll destroy everybody. We'll be the only major left in this run. That's the goal of this run. That's the goal of today. Okay, we got our claim on Ireland. So let's go for that. Trigger the naval invasion. Should be an easy one. Badoglio has so many generals because my puppets keep giving me divisions, and I keep giving them all to him because that's annoying. Chile will become a major. Yeah, that's likely. That's not certain, but that's likely, and that's incredibly annoying. But that's okay. We can do that. It's not a big problem. Oh, we have a subscriber. That's very nice. And actually, I don't know. I missed the notification, the big one on screen, but it should have appeared on screen. Well, we're just walking in Ireland, of course. Not that we expected anything different. Okay, this is done. Now the next naval invasion is a little trickier because we need to go all the way here, and this is not always easy. So what we're going to do is we're going to ask for docking rights from Venezuela and Spain. We need both of them. Now with those two, we should be able to get the naval superiority everywhere. So let me do something with the fleet first. Let me merge them all. Maybe even repair them if they need to. Let's see. Because the US Navy is still alive and might engage us. I forgot if I repaired the fleet last time or not. Probably not, but it doesn't seem very broken. Can I see your navy? So my navy is the default Italian navy, basically, with only one difference, and that is this particular naval design that you can see here. So we have been spamming this naval design, which is insanely strong in at least in single player, multiplayer too, actually. So these destroys everything. Yeah, the small islands. Technically, we should take them, but we're not going to do that. So that's it. We're just using the default navy plus a lot of those ones. I don't know exactly how many. It's probably like... can I select them all like this? It's not that many. It's probably like 20, maybe even less than 20. But those are enough to destroy almost any navy in the game. Okay, what do we do with free sieves? We don't have that much to do, I believe. Also, maybe we should in the UK. Where is the UK? We should go for harsh quotas. And then let's just build the military factories that we don't need. Now, also, as a bit of a challenge, we're going to keep this same template until the end of the run. We're not going to make any changes. So let's see how good it is later in the game. And this is not really optimized. I just want to get rid of the notification. Now, I forgot completely what we were doing here. I guess we are going for by blood alone, just for fun. So let's take... yeah, let's go down there.
Attento.
Great. Now, in terms of the naval invasion here, as I mentioned, this one is a little tricky, and we want to prepare a few more troops for that. So we're going to prepare also these guys. And these guys, which are basically ready, but... And then actually, we need only 10 mountaineers. Let's assign some medals, since that's always incredibly fun. I hope I will run out of political power very soon. Okay, so in the end the fleet is ready, so I'm going to split it not properly. Let me tell you right away, this is not the proper way to split your fleet. But it is okay, because it works. And that's all that matters. Now, it says that we cannot reach this region here, but I think it works. Anyway, should be fine. Okay, updated artillery we like, since we're using it a lot. So let's keep upgrading the artillery. I guess we are making even more of these. How did you get so many mountaineers? I wasn't there last stream. See, yeah, so the trick for mountaineers is we are using them in combination with the artillery, line artillery. So actually the template is not that big in terms of pure mountaineers. But then other than that, we also picked the tip of the spear, which increases your special forces cap. And we also picked the special forces doctrine, all of them for mountaineers, which will decrease the contribution. So at this time, we could even recruit a lot more, I believe. So we could make another full army, probably, like, you know, another army of 23. We're not going to make it, but we could. We could. Okay, now as soon as the fleet is in position, more importantly, as soon as they are in position, we need to take 10 mountaineers out of here.
Pronto.
Or better, we need to take all of the others out of here.
Attento.
Okay, we keep only 10. And we prepare a naval invasion with this 10. And we do it from Gibraltar. Gibraltar is the closest place we have. And we go for the entire coast here.
Comandi.
I don't know if we are already at war with Brazil. Probably we are. I will check.
Pronto.
Now, depending on how quickly we defeat the US, Chile might not become a major, but Chile might also become a major. That's majorly annoying.
Formazione.
So let's go from Gibraltar all the way there. Let's also check if we're at war with Brazil. We are indeed at war with Brazil, but that's okay. That's not a problem. Sneaky Spain. Spain took all of the help in World War II, in the Civil War from Italy and Germany, and then they never joined the war. They never helped at all. Sneaky bastards. Give me at least some steel. Hi, Christoph. Welcome to our live stream. Okay, let's set the navy like this. So, okay, these guys and these guys will be on convoy escort. And these guys will be on naval invasion support. I believe we should get it. For some reason we are not. Okay, no, we are. Oh. Where are they?
Ordini.
Oh, they're just not going. That's absolutely great because of this, probably. Why did you think that it was a good idea not to go to... Yeah, that's why. Well, then it's going to take a bit longer to get my naval invasion going. Yeah, and also these guys are going back, which they should not do. Why do you want to go there? No, go there. Okay, so with the navy, it's always so annoying.
Sì, signore.
Okay, now the mountaineers are in position. Let's just wait until they get the organization and then we go. Okay, we also got a new spy. Oh, no. Okay, that's not a new spy. That's one of my spies dying. Without me realizing at all. We can also get some upgrades here now. So we get the third spy at least. Let's speed up a bit. Keep going for by blood alone. Okay, now I need these guys to be here. Okay, green sea everywhere. Now, this is one thing I often say about the naval invasions. If I wait a bit, this fleet for some stupid reason will go like here, and I will lose the naval supremacy in here. So that's why when you plan a naval invasion, you want to pause the game, make sure everything is green, then you trigger your naval invasion, and then you just don't care about what happens next, okay? As soon as the naval invasion triggers, you're done. Then, if you lose the naval supremacy, it's not relevant anymore. Wonder if my chat is working fine. Okay, what should we get here? Let's probably keep going here for night vision. Those upgrades are always good. Well, let me fix a second the shot. Yeah, no, okay, no one is okay. Fine. Sometimes I get worried. Okay.
Pronto, signore.
Oh, need a lot of steel. And Japan, in the meantime, probably is doing alright, which is good. They will distract the US for us.
Ordini?
And this naval invasion should not be difficult, but this is a bad area in general. Actually, they are defending. Interesting. I mean, it won't change anything, but... Interesting choice.
Attento.
I'll get some, all of the departments upgrades.
Formazione.
I wonder how many divisions they have in there.
Pronto.
Whatever the number, they will just lose them all.
Pronto.
By the way, whenever you play a fascist country in Europe and you need to invade the US, this is the way. Docking rights from Venezuela and Spain and invade this area. Then from here, you can easily get to the US.
Formazione.
Was there any naval battle? I don't think the US Navy is that willing to engage us, actually. So what we can do now is we can send everybody here. We also need to merge back these guys in here. We need to plan another naval invasion from here. We are going to do next. I heard the sound of a naval invasion, but I don't see any naval invasion happening. But you know what? We do need to protect the UK, actually. I mean, you never know. They shouldn't try anything, but... Okay. So now let's plan the naval invasion of Florida. I guess I'll go with groups of 4. With a couple of provinces assigned to each. By the time they all get there, in any case, it will take forever. Docking rights in the Dominican Republic. Yeah. Let me check, but that should work. They're fascist too.
Pronto.
I mean, it's not required, probably, but definitely, because we are doing it without. But maybe it can help. I will try. Now we have these ports, so... Operation Mar-a-Lago, guys. This is Operation Mar-a-Lago.
Attento.
Yeah, I hate when you click by mistake on, like I just did now. Many people ask me, like, what happens with naval invasions? I set them up and they are not going. When you click here, you by mistake click on the arrow, you will cancel the command for the other army, and then you need to assign it again. That's very, very annoying. They're closer to the yes, yeah, but docking rights doesn't mean that you can start a naval invasion from there. Huh? It just means that you can send your fleet there, but. For the naval invasion, you need to own the land or you need them to be in your faction. So We can send part of the fleet there so that they are not all together, but other than that, it doesn't change that much. We need a lot of steel here because we are building useless stuff. That's why.
Comandi.
Well, now we need to wait for a bit because we have a lot of divisions moving. Probably some of them will be intercepted, and it's okay. Just keep going with these upgrades. Military access is not enough. Other than the fact that they don't give you military access. Even with docking rights and military access, you cannot start a naval invasion of another country unless the Dominican Republic is in your faction or at war with that country. So even if they gave us military access, we wouldn't be able to start a naval invasion from there. You can only do that when they are your puppet. If they are your puppet, then you can do it. Now, I assume that Brazil will try to reclaim this land, but that's okay. Let's assign more medals. No, we don't need to. Why do we need to invade the Dominican Republic? I mean, we can just easily go from here. There is no reason not to go from here.
Comandi.
Yeah, so in the meantime, maybe we can stop Brazil. I think Germany will also send some troops. I am about to give up on trade, guys. I'm telling you. We can probably ignore it anyway.
Ordini.
Okay, Germany is coming. Germany will defend that area. And then, you know what I forgot? As every time, the spy. Of course I did. Okay, let's try to get a collaboration government in the US. If you press automatically repeat, by the way, even if you don't have enough spies, you will at least get a notification. It's very useful. In this case, we have enough spies, so they will automatically start another one when this one is done, which can be convenient.
Attento.
So what I wanted to do is I wanted to make these guys get closer to the coastline. They will go directly to the US as soon as we invade Florida.
Pronto all'azione.
And then I also guess we are going to set these guys maybe like these. I don't know if the US Navy will engage us though. This is not what you're supposed to do, by the way, yeah? Because we are using larger boats on this convoy escort. It's a complete waste. We can only afford to do it because we have infinite fuel. But in general, you don't want to do something like this. Actually, we're okay with using this sea region. And then I guess soon we will also need to cover these regions here. Maybe these ones too. So let's split them even more. Let me make sure that the other two are where they should be. Pretty much. How about attack from Bahamas? Yes, if you have the Bahamas, yes. We don't have the Bahamas. I mean, consider that the main approach here is we need to get somewhere from Gibraltar, which is within naval range. And the naval range includes this one. So thanks to Spain, thanks to these harbors, we can get the range to invade the area of Brazil. We wouldn't get enough range to get to Bahamas. We would with Santo Domingo. But then the supplies here are very, very bad. So here is not like they are great, but they're a bit better. At least we have a spread army here. They're not all gathered together. It's slightly better. Is everybody in position? I think everybody's in position. I think we can start a naval invasion. So let's set these guys on naval invasion support. Well, everything is green, although they of course don't need to support an invasion there. So we can start our naval invasion of the US. and see how it goes.
Formazione.
By the way, let's check the stats on these Alpini divisions. They're quite insane. 500 soft attack. It's quite insane.
Pronto,
I
signore.
mean, earlier we checked the divisions, right? And the armor division had 800 soft attack, but it was a... Oh no, it's the same weight actually, 36 weight. But it was like 3 times the cost. And it doesn't have the terrain bonuses. I actually don't need to upgrade the agency anymore, but I'll do it anyway.
Ordini.
I like Green Sea. I like what I see. Everything looks good.
Pronto.
I don't like assigning medals, but I'm doing it anyway. The Alpini in flood, exactly. It's a holiday. Alpine divisions are enjoying the nice weather in Florida. Look at how easy this invasion is, by the way.
Avanzate. Avanzate.
The US is quite disappointing most of the time. And now it's 1942, so they are not at their best yet. But they shouldn't be this bad. Yet they are quite bad.
Avanzate.
Okay, and Operation Mar-a-Lago is a success.
Pronto all'azione.
So now we can split them a bit better. We are going for a first big push. And now we want to send back, we want to send here the infantry as well.
Attento.
2 armies are enough. You never assign medals. No, medals are terrible. I hate assigning medals. But we have not much else to do with political power. And stacking up even more division attack on these Alpini makes them absolutely insane. So
Si, signore.
it's fun. Oh, guys, I completely forgot about the Air Force. See? You forget about medals, that's not that bad, huh? But forgetting about the Air Force entirely, it's pretty bad. Okay, it's just, 5,000 fighters and 3,500 costs. That's not too bad. It's not too bad. I don't know, I almost want to give time to the US to reorganize, to make this push a bit more interesting. Probably that's not going to happen, but you never know. So we are setting everybody on convoy escort at this point. Let's take this region too. Make sure that we cannot be raided anywhere we want supplies to go through. And let's pick by blood alone to honor this DLC, which everybody hates, but I find quite good. The medals take too much political power. Yeah, I agree, but they are. But when you have nothing else to do with political power, that's when medals are useful. Okay, let's push a little bit here. Just okay, guys. An example of the planning. So here we are using 0, 0, 0 planning bonus, and you could say, well, you can just wait for like a few weeks with the planning bonus with the office staff office plan, and then you can start with this push with a huge amount of extra stats. True. But if I wait for a couple of weeks, maybe for a month, the US will have a lot more divisions in here. And right now I'm just pushing into nothing. That's another example in which getting the planning bonus is not the best choice. Operation Mar-a-Lago, I feel we should nuke the site from orbit. It's the only way to be sure. Alpini are rescuing... there will be a Republic of Salò in Mar-a-Lago. Okay, actually, let me build some infrastructures in here. Maybe some air bases for the billions of planes we have. Stuff like that. Japan wants a non-aggression pact. No, Japan, I have other plans for you. Believe it or not. No, that's not true. You don't need just a few days. You need a few days if you're not under attack, if everybody is in position. That's the other thing.
Pronto, signore.
Suicide pills. Okay, I'm done with the upgrades until Mussolini asks us to. We are too fast. I don't even know if our collaboration government will be needed.
Ordini?
Where is the US Army? Guys, what the fuck is this? This is so anticlimactic. And I pronounced that so bad. I mean, 2, 3, 4. This is a Mexican. They have 5 divisions. The US, the mighty US has 5 divisions. And 1 is Mexican. How shameful is that? Do they have divisions in general? Like, let's see. The UK actually still has a huge amount of divisions somewhere. Where is the US? I mean, yeah, they have divisions. Where are they? Not enough freedom in the USA. We are bringing freedom to the USA. We are bringing fascism to the USA. Maybe we don't need to. Maybe fascism is already there. Should I do the... Let me see how that looks on stream.
Sì, signore.
I mean...
Sì, signore.
Luckily, my hand is censored in the stream. The stream knows that shouldn't be done, and they censor it. Exactly. I mean, at least I'm playing fascist Italy. At least I have a justification for that. Where is the US Army? Oh my god. No, guys, we cannot end this run like this. What the hell is this? Machiavelli mask. No, 3 divisions. Okay, I'm stopping. I refuse to push. I completely refuse to push the US like this. They need to have an army. They need to.
Pronto, signore.
What the fuck? I'll get the mighty planning bonus that we absolutely need here. I'd pretend that they actually have divisions and we cannot push. So what we would normally do is we would send the Alpini up here. We would push the northern part of the US with the Alpini. No, yeah, it's crazy. The US is ruining all of my runs. This is so bad. I have no idea. Guys, okay, let's do something, guys. Let's do something fun. Let's do something fun. I'm just curious. I need to know what happens. I know, well, it's okay. Let's get... Maybe Chile will be much of a... more of a challenge than the US. If Musk can do it, why can't I? Okay, guys. Let's see what the US is doing. It's time to see the mighty AI. Okay, so the US is thinking, okay, there is an invasion in Florida. What should we do? Well, where is the army? They have an army somewhere. Where is their army? Please tell me they're all in Panama. No. I mean, I guess they're protecting these islands from Japan, I guess. What is this mess? What the hell is this? Will there be an historical US guide? Well, my democratic US guide is pretty historical already, so...
Orders.
No, guys, what is the US doing? What is this? Oh, there is the US Army protecting the Wake Island. Well, that's at least strategically important. 13 divisions in there. But the army, look at how well... No, they do have an army. It's just split like a complete mess. It's like no marshals, just groups of 1.
Ready, sir.
Like, what the fuck is this?
Listen up.
Oh, this is a good place. I guess... Oh, that's where they are. The most UK... British divisions and US divisions are in here. Dying of attrition. Somehow not dying of attrition. Because the AI cheats. All around Ethiopia, which is not at war. This is, by the way, this guys is an amazing trick, and I always mention it. When you ask me, like, why does the UK have billions of divisions here when I try the naval invasion? Just create puppets like these, and look at the amount of divisions the UK, the US, all of the allies are wasting here. There are probably like 50 divisions around Ethiopia, and they are not even at war. Is the US Army glitched? No, they just do this sometimes. Look at this. I mean... Oh. They are just in the wrong place. They are just in Africa. This is what the UK was like before they fixed it. And now everybody complains that the UK is too strong. Thank God they fixed the UK. It was just like this. It's so stupid. Now, the other thing I was curious about is, do they have a navy? Where is their navy? Okay, they have some submarines engaging us. They have a navy. They even have the naval superiority, it seems. So the navy is the... Well, half of the navy is in the right place. But I didn't see any naval fight, so they didn't engage me. In any case, guys, I don't think the US is sending back divisions in time. I mean, are they even trying to send back divisions? That doesn't look like that. Just looks like they're sending them somewhere else. Well, it is what it is. We will fight Germany next, so that will be a bigger challenge for sure. I mean, Luxembourg was a bigger challenge than this. Go back to Italy. Sometimes reloading helps, usually not. Now, the only thing I'm curious about is, was there any naval battle? No, I don't think they engaged us. But they had the divisions on strike force.
Pronto all'azione.
So I guess there is no point, Tunisia. No. No point wasting time here. We can just push and it fast and take care of Germany, hoping that Germany is a bigger challenge. Let's go. Well, actually, in here with this bad infantry, we cannot push. Unless we give them some planes, I guess. Maybe we don't have the air superiority. Oh, this is bugged now. Quite annoying. When you reload, sometimes you cannot see the air superiority anymore. I literally don't know what to research. Make full speed. Yeah, I guess we just go fast. Glitchy, it aged perfectly. I knew everything already. See? I knew everything.
Pronto, signore.
Now the game can get a bit laggy as well. Now, you know what? We do need the collaboration government to finish. It's 120 days. Well, maybe we'll take them before that, actually.
Pronto all'azione.
Oh, streaming makes the game lag even more. I never tried that.
Pronto all'azione.
By blood alone. What do we do now with the researchers, boys? I have no ideas here. Stuff seems useless. If you know of any useful... Well, let's pick this one, I guess. I predicted the future. Yeah, I knew the future. No, jokes aside, Trump is not fascist.
Andiamo!
Oh, too late, too late. Chile will be a major. So we need to go to Chile. That's fine. That's fun. Not fun.
Comandi.
Then one day Paradox will need to explain to me why Chile is a major. Not yet, though. They're not a major yet. We will play with mods, we will. Why did we leave that place there? Okay.
Pronto, signore.
Sorry, I need to go to Boston, please. I love like this mountaineer with no organization. He just pushes everything. Development is coming, and it's brought by Italy. Italy is developing the US. That doesn't feel right. Democratic Russia path. That's a good mod. Okay. Well, I loved the Romanov Russia. That was very fun. Like, very fun. Guess more gun stuff. Oh, there was a naval battle. Ah, but here. They just lost a submarine. Okay. Why are they not even engaging the... with the US Navy? They actually have a decent fleet. They could probably win. No, I'm joking. No chance. Italy will make USA great again. Exactly that. No. No collaboration.
Comandi.
No collaboration.
Pronto, signore.
They did send some divisions. Look at that. Look at that. They have an army now. Slightly too late, if I may say, but still. Good effort. Good effort. What do we get? So I'm a bit tempted to go for some one of the constant focuses, so I don't need to pick it constantly. I'm also a bit tempted to give up on researches entirely. Oh, we didn't research last Mountaineers upgrade. That's bad. That's an important one. Okay, 5 div... Ah, they already lost. Never mind. Collab? 75 days. That's too long. We can just walk to Los Angeles like that. It is this time of the run, the heavy micromanagement time of the run, in which you just right-click on the capital of your enemies and you just go. That's it. We have helicopters, guys. Let's produce a shitload of helicopters. Perfect. Look at that. We have steel now. Mussolini will throw his heart out to Americans in Washington. You know, actually, fascist Italy didn't have a bad reputation in the US before the war. And Italy, during fascism, the early years of fascism, was quite advanced technologically. The Italian Navy was pretty good, and the Italian aircrafts were some of the best in the world. Attento. Caproni was one of the best designers in the world. So, at some point, probably without deserving it, Italy was fairly admired. Let's just kill these guys here. As we move on to Los Angeles, San Diego. And what do you say? Do we give up on researches? I am tempted to do that. On focuses, I mean. I say we go for either suppressed subjects or air production. Or naval production. Naval production, why not?
Comandi.
Fuck. Whoa! Chile! Fuck you! Yes! Fuck you, Chile! Fuck you! Not a major. Okay. This I like. Especially I like the fact that Italy has 65% of the war participation versus 22% of Germany. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. Good. It's very good. Now, what do? We puppet. We puppet everything. We don't take navies. We just rely on the Italian navy for this run. Steal the steel. Steal the steel indeed. I steal. Yes. So we will puppet the US for sure. But I need to puppet the UK too. I need to puppet France too. Let's do them all not very well. Luxembourg, I will leave it, generously leave it to Germany. You know what, guys? To make it tougher, we're going to push Germany from here. We're not going to use this area. We're just going to push straight into the mountains. We want it to be challenging. And then I say we go straight for the US. For as much of the US as possible. No, fight them. Okay. If you have any other ideas of important stuff we need to get, did we get this one? Japan is fighting us for this one. So the thing is, we can go from Hong Kong to Japan and invade them, which could be fun. Or we can just take down Germany and take Vladivostok and go from there. I think that's what we're going to do. I don't know, I guess we take Mexico. We take maybe Canada. We can leave Brazil probably. Let's take... Well, why do we need to leave Brazil? So we will leave the last 2 turns to take the resource rights and war reparations. India is quite juicy though. Let's take some India. No, guys, wait. Am I forgetting about... Yeah, I did forget about Singapore. Well, not that we need that much now. It's okay. Fuck it. I'll take Congo instead. Why not? No, that's too many points. We need to take something else. Malaysia. Yeah, I guess it's too late for that. I mean, Japan stole it. It's fine. It's okay. It's okay. We don't need it in this run. We will go for Japan next. And we have the rubber that we need. So I'll just take the first big thing that wasn't taken by someone else. Oh, thank you. Good luck. I'm about to give up because these conferences make me crazy. Okay, I will fight for Malaysia then. Fuck it. We have a bunch of points. I'll fight you. Fuck you. Everything is mine. And mine alone. By the way, guys, I'm a pretty good Elden Ring player. Maybe one day we should have a run. Okay, war reparations time. Another very fun thing. Just because they didn't add an option to add war reparations and resource rights to all. And you need to do it one by one and it doesn't even separate your puppets from the other ones. Let's just do the US and fuck the rest. Well, Malaysia too. Now, of course, at this point, you would also steal the enemy navies, but I don't think we need them. Well, let's take India. Guys, okay, we're done. I'm satisfied with this. Boom. Pose. No, not giving you anything. Not bad. Not sure why Italian Brazil is not appearing as our stuff. Nor the Mexican junta. But if we go to supply, we should see exactly what is in our faction and under our control. When do you think they will drop Graveyard of Empires? I know it's in Q1. And what country will you try first? I have no idea, actually. I don't think it's anytime soon, because I will probably... I can probably get early access if I ask them to. I did last time, at least, with Götterdämmerung. And they haven't talked about it yet, so I don't think it's coming really soon. And I have no idea what country to play. I will check the patch notes and stuff, then I will decide. Okay, guys, it's time for maybe a bigger challenge. That would be cool. That would be fun if Germany actually around March. Yeah, that's probable. That's possible. Okay, one thing that I did not consider is Hungary and Romania and Bulgaria and Greece are all part of the Axis. So when we declare war on them, this front must be protected. It is one of the minor expansions. It's like a, what is it? What do they call it? Country packs, like Trial of Allegiance and so on. As long as they don't add some like MIO shit, I'm happy. Oh, we're at war with China. I mean, Germany is at war with China. Okay, guys, we need to plan this a little bit. Now, I want to push Germany from the mountains to make it challenging here. It's a fake challenge because we have insane mountaineers, so of course it's not going to be challenging. But I'm a bit worried about this huge front that we need to protect here. No, nukes, no. Nukes take too long, it's too annoying. No nukes. Although nuke in Japan, nuke in Japan makes sense. It is clearly the right thing to do, but probably not. Well, I mean, we have a lot of defensive divisions that have absolutely nothing to do at this point. I forgot about Greece. Why did they take Greece? They shouldn't have taken Greece. Greece should have been mine. That was a mistake. A mistake that they would pay for. So I guess we just set the defensive divisions here. And don't care about anything else. Is there anywhere else that we are bordering them? I don't think so. Oh, fuck, Switzerland. I forgot about Switzerland. Guys, what a shameful display. Ask Paradox for a new Japan focus tree. Finally got your stream. Is there any way to support you other than YouTube subscription? Not available in my country. Oh, that sucks that is not... I mean, you mean the membership, I believe. I don't know, here on the chat maybe you can do some stuff. Try to experiment a bit. I think you can go for a donation on the chat if you want to support the channel. It should be possible. Never tried, but any help is welcome, of course. Do we border them here? We border them here too. It's a bit of a messed up front here. Huh? So we are going to use at least one army here. Fuck, we cannot even do that. Actually, I'm slightly even more part of... Yeah, there is this part here. No, I'm slightly tempted to destroy them in Greece, Bulgaria, Romania, and Hungary first, before we go for the core. What do you think? I mean, mostly for fun. It's not like it's particularly needed or useful.
Si, signore.
Yeah, let's do that. Just for fun. And in the meantime, we set these... well, we will need to set a couple of them here for sure.
Attento.
And then these guys should cover the rest. And it should be fine. Then we need the navy. We probably don't really need them in the Mediterranean Sea. I guess we are going to send them up here to harass them. Oh, thank you for subscribing. That's great. Oh my god. Let me leave Let me leave the Axis first of all. Bye-bye. Justify. Instant betrayal. Typical Italian style. One day, we are big friends. The next day, we betray you. Bye, Glitchy. See you around. I mean, we have so many helicopters. Let's use them. I don't have the researchers to use them. Okay, next time. Oh, let's also use the spies. So I don't think we need a collaboration government. Let's just get spy networks to help. The funny thing is Japan will not join them because Japan is also guaranteeing our independence. So they cannot really join them. Okay, we got a claim on Germany already, but our troops are nowhere near being in position. Also, we got some casualties here. Or when you push with infantry without field hospitals. That happens. War Reparation give you meals or sieves? Sieves. War Reparation gives you sieves. You get meals through them being a puppet. Reichskommissariat. You can see it here. Yeah, you get 65% of their military industry and 25% of their civilian industry. Where are you from? I'm from Italy. Thank you. I mean, we are playing as Greater Italy. You should have guessed. Let's take these. Okay, I said we wanted the helicopter support companies. So let's get the Medivac. I literally don't know what to build, so I will build a bunch of land forts, which we do not need. Just like that. Let's get more helicopter companies, like the Recon one.
Attento.
Oh, our mountaineers are actually here already. Been to Milano in May, really enjoyed it. Milano is my city, actually. I am from Milano. And I miss it very much because I live in Japan. And I haven't been to Milan in quite a long time. Last time I went back to Italy was before COVID, in 2019. Just before COVID. Then, one reason or another, I remained stuck in Japan. Okay, Glitchy left, but let's make him happy and get some useless stuff off his planning bonus to destroy Bulgaria. Let's go, guys. It is Italy versus the Axis. I'm from Brazil, so all of my relatives are Italians. Love the country. Oh, nice, nice, nice. A lot of Italians in South America. Actually, so Italians emigrated to Brazil and to Argentina a lot. A lot of Argentinians are originally from Italy. I mean, Lionel Messi. His family was originally from Genoa in Italy. Sadly, we lost that generation. In any case, Italians emigrated to Brazil and Argentina a long time ago, in the early 19th century, actually 20th century, I guess. And the emigration to the United States was a bit later, and closer to World War I, and then after World War II. And now Italy is experiencing another immigration. Like, Italians are now immigrating, like me, to other countries in Europe or in the rest of the world. And this is a very painful immigration for Italy, because it's people who studied, got their degrees in Italy. I got my degree in Italy. The Italian instruction is very, very cheap. Believe it or not, my fee at university, I paid 600 euros, like $700 per year for my university. And so Italy pays for your instruction, and then you leave them like that. You abandon them. Okay, let's slow down a bit here. What is this Wait, they are not at war, no? Yes. We may suffer a bit here. In the meantime, I guess we are going to pick the paratroopers, so we get the special doctrines. We don't need them, but that's alright. In here, I'm just going to deploy all planes and use them. Same thing is happening. Yeah, Spain and Italy are fairly similar under many points of view. Oh, look at that. Bulgaria. Bulgaria joined the war. So Bulgaria is getting destroyed.
Pronto. Attento.
How about we take the capital? Just an idea. I actually have a lot of divisions. This will be a bigger challenge. I'm very happy. Bigger than the US for sure.
Ordini.
They keep calling people. Oh, we lost something. What did we lose? Where? What is this? I know very well what this place is. It must be... Well, we will rise again. Oh, that's great. Thank you for getting the membership and getting it to captain. That's amazing. No, Russia? No, not Russia. North Serbia. North Serbia. Yes, I also thought it was North Serbia, but what did we lose? Doesn't look like we lost anything. For civil war. True. If we lose a couple more, actually, we can end up in a civil war because these... well, no, not really. But...
Avanzate.
it can get risky. Oh, that's nice. I'm happy to see you guys. I know the stream timing is not great. I mean, it's too early probably for most of you. But I'm glad some of you can watch the stream and join. Okay. So actually here we ran out of supplies and organization near Hungary. Oh, that's true actually. They did push us here. That's what we lost, huh? That's not very cool. Ah, in here too, because of course my front line got completely messed up. Okay, we will need to take care of that. We will need to take care of that. So we need to be kind of fast here. And of course, it doesn't seem to be the plan that my guys had. But we are suffering in some of those places.
Pronto, signore. Pronto all'azione.
Let's do this fast because actually these mountaineers are the only good divisions we have. So if we don't succeed with them, then we are in big trouble with the other divisions. We are already in big trouble here. The most fast country, it's like the balance of power. Yeah, the balance of power is fine as long as you don't mess it up, like we are doing here, for example. Need to be fast. And I need these guys here to protect this front a bit. Okay, Bulgaria is down, which is nice, of course.
Avanzate. Attento.
We can easily take down Romania, but I don't really like what's happening here. So I think we will need to take care of that first. Not that we cannot do both things at the same time, actually. Let's go on and do that. Bye, Doom Guy. Goodbye. See you next time. Look at this. They are pushing us hard. We are suffering. We are losing. We are losing this war, guys. There's no way we can save this. Should go for an encirclement. To be completely honest with you, we should go for an encirclement. Maybe these guys should not train while they are trying to push. Okay, okay, it's time to end this little adventure into Italian territory for them. Now, if the freaking game was not bugged and I could see who has the air superiority, it's probably us, but we don't know for sure.
Comandi.
There is potential for a big encirclement here. I don't know if we will get it, but... maybe yes.
Comandi. Formazione.
I mean, I see guys on bicycles here, so we should be able to get it. Oh, we got it.
Pronto, signore.
Oh, just destroy them then.
Forza, muove. Non fermatevi.
I think we may get another one here.
Avanzate.
Done.
Avanzate.
Okay, their adventure here is done. Yeah, I forgot to cancel the the training there. I was not great, but they were not really training though.
Comandi.
They are already trained, so they were not training.
Ordini.
Okay, so we would like Romania to go down and Hungary to go down. By the way, we're doing this purely for fun. There is no need to push Romania and Hungary. We could just go straight for Germany, but... oh, Greater Hungary was formed. Will not last very long, but it's cool. Look at those colors. Actually, they messed up my push, I think. What's this mess?
Pronto. Pronto all'azione. Formazione.
They are falling apart very quickly. But so is my front. If I have just France, how can I conquer Romania? You want to conquer Romania as France? You are playing as France and you want to conquer Romania?
Pronto, signore.
That's not going to be very easy because you cannot get there. Shift. No, maybe with paratroopers, I guess. You could try. But Romania is fairly tough. Okay, so we take down Hungary and we take down, I'm thinking, also Slovakia. Want to take down all of the German puppets. And then we push Germany, but I also need to cover these fronts.
Ordini.
So I guess here we're doing quite well.
Pronto, signore.
And the other fronts will be covered by them. And these guys now... this is a complete mess. Is that a piece of... oh, fuck. What happened to Greece? God damn it. We took Greece entirely. They got it back? It's incredibly annoying. Can we just do something like this? Please work. No, this division sucks. Ah, so annoying.
Pronto all'azione. Sì, signore.
I wonder who did it. Who took it back?
Pronto all'azione.
I completely missed it. Ah, okay, let me see. I mean, in war with Yugoslavia. Then take down Yugoslavia first. Then from there you go for...
Pronto all'azione.
you go for Romania. From Yugoslavia, it's not that difficult. You can check out my guide for Hungary, in which we do exactly that. I'll do something like this. I think we forgot the islands, maybe? I don't know. I really don't know.
Pronto, signore. Avanzate. Pronto. Pronto.
Let's just go here. Let's just quickly take care of Hungary. Then I don't know if we need to send more people here. We may need to, because with this infantry we can literally not push anything. You know what, guys? It's time to make our infantry great again, I think. No. Let's put rangers here too. Let's just give them a lot of artillery. Let's just make them good. Fuck it. We have it. Why not using it? They are really strong from Yugoslavia front. Again, check my guide. It's possible to do it. Of course, you need good divisions because Ticino. Fuck my life. When did we lose this? Okay. Oh, we lost Ticino. It's a tragedy. 2 seconds later, we recaptured Ticino. Italians always panicking so quickly. Calm down. Use spies and need good supplies. Yeah, supplies, spies, good spies which just got captured. A good, what is it? A good template. A good template is the key to winning any war. Air, it's very important, of course. You know why we keep losing Ticino? Because we're not defending it. Why don't you defend it? Defend Ticino so we don't lose Ticino. For fuck's sake. What do we still need for Hungary to go down? Nothing. That's the answer. Which guide? Look up on the channel. Check for Mussolini missions. Strengthen the Air Force. I mean, what the fuck do you want more from the Air Force? We have a huge Air Force. He just wants new ones. Well, I guess we'll get them. Okay, you want? Let me just post the guide here in the chat. 1 second. If I find a way to do that. So my guide for Hungary, the one that I would recommend following, just because you get an idea, Hungary is much weaker than France. So very quickly and take them down. Do not stop for even 1 second. And if you play it like... Okay. In the shot. There you go. I don't know if you can... yeah, you can click it. Okay. Back to us.
Pronto, signore. Avanzate. Avanzate.
Okay, now it is time to go for the real Germany, though. So we're going to do... Of course, we're going to push straight into the forts, because we don't care. Now, you know what we're going to do? We're going to use a broken spearhead to push like this. Let's see how broken it is now.
Pronto, signore.
And while we do that, we also need to cover this front here. Let's do that.
Pronto all'azione.
Our production is completely broken. We have too much of everything, literally. I have no idea what to make anymore. Let's make rocket artillery just for fun.
Sì, signore. Ordini. Avanzate.
Okay, things are looking pretty good here. I don't think Germany will be much of a fight.
Comandi. Actually, I'm wondering the casualties are probably not that low for us. Wow, that's
pretty high casualties when you use only infantry. That happens. We don't want too high casualties though, because we don't have infinite manpower at the moment. We went back to extensive conscription.
Pronto, signore.
Okay. That's okay. We got the organization, so let's push. Let's see the spearhead. Let's see how broken it is, or if it works. May even work. Then I need to take care of Switzerland because I'm going crazy. Of course. Well, it broke before even starting.
Attento. Pronto, signore.
Yeah, they just don't push where they should, do they?
Attento.
Yeah, now we caught the Germans not ready here at all. I don't know where their divisions are. They are not where they should be.
Pronto, signore.
No, but it's the spearhead is really bad right now. I mean, it's terrible. They should have pushed here. They just they all left instead of pushing there. I don't know. So sad. I love the spearhead. And a guy in our Discord actually told the Paradox about it. I told them in the early access though. They didn't know about it apparently. How many languages do you speak? Well, of course, Italian and English. Other than that, I speak some Spanish and Japanese. Not very well though. I can understand French, but I don't speak it. I studied it when I went to junior high school. French was still the most popular language to teach at school, which is crazy if you think about it now.
Pronto, signore.
So I studied it. But then I forgot it as well. You can only have one special force doctrine with Italy. Can you not have more? I think you can have more. We are doing that anyway because let me pick some of this stuff. I believe we are researching the paratroopers and then we will try. Are we still spying something? No. Guys are in prison. Not spying anything.
Formazione.
Can we maybe just, you know, like take that stuff? Would be amazing. You do have the decision. You do have the decision. But you need to research the other... I mean, you need to research special forces before you can use it. My god, this is where we are losing the manpower with these guys murdering themselves there. Because they're on area defense.
Si, signore.
It's okay. Now we're going for a big encirclement here. Let's fuck them. I would also like Slovakia to fall. So let's see if we can do it with just a couple of mountaineers. They are so strong that I think I can just instantly push everywhere.
Formazione. Attento.
And the German AI seems to be doing some weird stuff too, because we are pushing straight into the core of Germany and they don't have divisions. What are their casualties? Did we destroy them? Not that much, to be honest. It's not even 1 million.
Comandi. Pronto, signore. Avanzate.
Okay, Slovakia is down. That's exactly what I wanted.
Pronto.
Now only Germany is left.
Attento.
Now we'll finally take care of this part in Switzerland. Okay, that's the thing. So now we got the paratroopers, and I believe there should be... What is the decision? There should be... diversify elite forces, right? So we picked that, and then we... Ooh, did I forget the tactic the whole time? Amazing. Astonishing. I forgot to set the favorite tactic for the whole time. Yeah, now we can just pick them. We're going to do that. We want to go down here because that actually buffs the other special forces too. So we buff our... oh, hello, Syndicate. We buff our Mountaineers by picking that, which is great.
Avanzate! Pronto, signore. Formazione.
It's time to end the Switzerland problem here. The Swiss problem, I guess.
Pronto. Pronto, signore.
That's not the right Mountaineer. You don't have the last DLC, the decision is not available, really. That's really bad, I wonder why. That's
Avanzate.
terrible. It shouldn't be related to the DLC.
Ordini.
Ah, here we're just looking at these two guys chilling, doing nothing.
Pronto, signore.
Oh my god, we can still not push these guys?
Comandi.
Just push them, please.
Ordini. Pronto
Without
all'azione.
help, not do anything. Need to do everything yourself. Well, we're about to push into forts. Do we have any information about Hoi 5? No, that's not happening anytime soon.
Formazione.
You know, Hoi 4 is still working very well for them, so... as long as the DLCs and the game keep being so popular, I don't see Hoi 5 happening. To be honest, this kind of game doesn't really need a new version, an entirely new version. The graphics are not that important, the game can keep getting updated. Yeah, I agree. I also don't think Hoi 4 will be happening. I mean, also, there is one thing to consider. This game is huge now, and I wouldn't like it if they did something like they did for Crusader Kings, for example. Don't get me wrong, I like Crusader Kings 3. It's probably my favorite Paradox game. But Crusader Kings 2 had much more content. And it was very bad when they released Crusader Kings 3 and you locked all of that content. Even now, it feels like a bit of an empty game. And it's great, the game, but it still feels a bit like an empty game. Guys, it's time for helicopters, finally. Let's use them. Helicopter Medivac. They should optimize it for potato PCs. I played this game at a solid 30 FPS. I'm actually surprised that the game is still running decently well, despite being 1943 with billions of puppets around the world and while streaming. Pretty happy with that, to be honest. Guys, we got the planning. It's time for a full push on the entire front versus Germany. Now, I'm particularly curious about the forts here. And yeah, we're just pushing like they don't even exist. And you may say, well, they don't have divisions. Yeah, but we also don't have divisions. Look, it's a Mountaineer by himself pushing. The thing is, this Mountaineer actually has a... where are forts? Plus 22% attack into forts. So, and he has insane stats. Yeah, I don't think Hoi 4 is needed right now. There aren't really any reasons to overhaul core mechanics, and the engine doesn't seem to be limiting that. No, yes, some things maybe, but I feel like, to be honest, guys, to be completely honest, I know we all love new content and stuff, but they always break my guides whenever they release something. Like recently, they released a minor update, right? Which fixed some of the focus trees decisions, whatever. And they kind of broke part of my Hungary guide in the sense that now Czechoslovakia does not accept the annexation unless you have more than 25% war attention. So you need to delay the focus a little bit and then you can fix it. But every time they change something, I need to redo a lot of stuff. And the other thing is, I think they should focus on fixing and making the stuff that is already in the game work well. Like MIOs, please fix them. Give us a way to save them. Not to have to pick them every single time from zero. Instead of adding new stuff. Like the special projects, like the raids. Who needs the raids? Have you ever used? Do you ever use raids? Do we need these raids? Look at this. It's full of useless raids. I mean, if we destroy that dam, we are literally damaging ourselves. Yeah, they are researching special project. Well, I don't care. Why should I care? It's just pure roleplay. But at the same time, special projects are a bit of an annoying thing that you feel like you possibly have to do. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Look at this. This is the offensive plan, right? Let me talk about this too. So this is the offensive plan. Where are my mountaineers pushing? Here. Here. Thank you. Amazing. Fantastic. That's why I would like them to fix their game instead of adding new stuff. Because if you break the spearheads, at least make the regular offensive line follow the order. If it is a closed order, like this one, why do you need to push in a completely different place? Doesn't make any sense. Never used the raid option. Yeah. Only the nukes for fun. Oh, this guy is getting encircled. Not really. Oh, fuck. He's getting encircled. That's not cool. Fixed.
Comandi. Sì, signore.
Okay, let's go push, push, push. And especially let's rush, rush, rush up there. Quick question on Italian. Yes, Federico. I assume you are too. So, ciao. Yeah, honestly, fix some of these type of things rather than add an Afghanistan focus. Yeah, the thing is, whenever they add something new, they also break something. That's the problem. Like, I'm okay with new content. New content is amazing. It's what keeps people coming back to the game and gives me something to work on. So that's good. If you delete all the front lines, click on the field marshal, then click front line and shift click the front, you will get a smooth front line. So yes, now that's something we can do here, for example. So if we shift click here, we get a smooth front line with this army here. Why is it not as smooth? Oh, no, it is. If you do this with something like this army, though, that's not what I want. I don't want that. I want these guys to cover these fronts, and I want the Alpini to push in here. So it's good for defensive, offensive line. For defensive lines, I don't particularly like. Can be useful, but not my favorite thing. Okay, we encircle these guys. Just kill them.
Sì, signore. Ripiegate. Avanti. Pronto all'azione.
Well, I mean, Germany is, how can you say, fucked. Not a software developer. Yes, we break old stuff when adding new. As a software development. Yeah, that's always the case. Even updates that don't seem to be related to anything. Like in Götterdämmerung. So the thing about spearheads, the funny thing is, when I told them that spearheads were broken in the early access, I was the first to notice because I use spearheads a lot. And the other YouTubers that were invited to the early access, I guess they don't use them as much because they are meta players. And you don't use spearheads, you don't usually battle plan if you're a meta player. So they told me, they saw the bug, but they told me this is a legacy bug. It's not something that was introduced with Götterdämmerung. It's something related somehow to Götterdämmerung, but not to some of the changes made in Götterdämmerung. So I guess it's not the easiest bug to fix as well.
Ordini.
So can we consider Germany done, please? Oh, Germany broke our intel, but that's too late. It's too late for them. I guess we need to take them down completely. How much is it? Yeah, they need to go below 10%. Wow, that's impressive.
Comandi.
Does Poland count?
Avanzate! Pronto, signore. Pronto.
Well, okay, there goes Germany. No more Germany. Done. GG. And this is what I like to see in peace conferences. 100%. Now, technically, balkanizing them would be better. But can I be bothered? No. So, we're not gonna do that. Can you tell us your favorite Paradox games? Crusader Kings. Well, now Hearts of Iron 2, Hearts of Iron as well. But Crusader Kings 2 and Crusader Kings 3 are probably my favorite. Less replayability, but a lot of fun. And then I started as a EU... I think it was EU3, maybe even EU2. I need to check when it was released. So I am attached to that one too, but I haven't played the Europa Universalis series in a very long time. But then, guys, there are other games that I would like to play with you. I'm a big fan of Total War. So recently Warhammer Total War, but also the historical one, Rome Total War. Loved it. CK3 is hard to... No, CK3 is not that hard. CK3 is very fun. I mean, I have a video on CK3 on the channel. Not a very popular one, of course. But it was a very fun one. A lot of weird and fun stuff can happen in CK3, so it's very fun. Like, I remember my wife hated me. I didn't know why. And then I remember that I killed her father, but I completely forgot. And you also have always the issue of killing your children. Oh, I completely forgot about the Navy. Well, we could have destroyed the German Navy, I guess, but no need. Do you have faction in 40k? You mean a favorite faction? My favorite faction... No, not in 40k though. In Total War Warhammer 2. That's what I'm playing. But my favorite right now are the... Well, the Lizardmen I like. I like the Chaos factions, Khorne and the Tsench and so on. What about Victory? No, Victory, it's the only Paradox game that I tried and I did not like. Stellaris, I tried Stellaris, not the biggest fan, to be honest. I found it a little bit boring compared to other ones. Okay, wait a second, I missed something. Can I ask if will be a video about plane designs? Yes, the Czech guy, very soon. You're a member, so you will get it very early. So now we got the templates released today, and the best tank designs and multiplayer templates and designs. The next series, so after that I will probably record and publish these... What's the heresy? This guide. I will make a proper video about this run with Italy. And then after that, I will release for members in advance, of course, 2 more videos about naval designs and plane designs. Okay. Now, one last thing to do here, and that is Japan. And then we are done with this run. And with this live, how long is the live so far? Let me check. Today... 2 hours and a half. Probably we can stay within 3 hours, which is better because last time it was a bit too long. I was dead at the end. So, we're going to develop this area here. Look at what we are doing now. We're doing something very fun because we have nothing else to do. We're building naval bases everywhere and we are building supply hubs everywhere. Oh, thank you for subscribing. No, more. I want supply hubs in every tile. just like that. And we upgrade the railways. We build railways everywhere here. I want this to look completely messed up from all points of view. Look at this. Look at these railways. This must be ugly. Must be very ugly. You can probably draw something with the railways. Whatever. And now we send our Alpini there. And we send our fleet there. We don't need anything else. What is CK3 about? CK3... So in Europa Universalis you play as a country, a bit like in OI4, but in Europa Universalis you manage more things. In OI4 you also play as a country. In CK3 you play as a person. That's the biggest difference between OI4, Europa Universalis and CK3. In CK3, more than a person, you are a dynasty. So even if you lose, like a war, or the country that you play gets destroyed, you don't lose as long as one member of your family still owns some land. And that's the main thing. So if you want to conquer something in CK3, you have many ways of doing that. You can do that with a military action, or you can marry the daughter of the Byzantine emperor, and then you can murder him, and then you can have a son with her, and then you can die, and your son becomes the emperor of Byzantium. And you are your son, so you are the emperor of Byzantium. So, yeah, that's the idea with CK3. That's why it's so fun, in my opinion. You always have so many different options to achieve your goals. We will play CK3. Maybe it's one of the for fun. So next week we will not go for a live on Saturday. That's already decided. We will do one maybe the week after next. But we may have a for fun live on Friday. I haven't decided yet, but we may do that. If we do that, CK3 is one of the options. And the other option at the moment is Path of Exile 2. Because that's what I'm playing recently. So I don't know if you guys would be interested in that. That's completely different. But just to hang out and chat a bit. I mean, like we did today, this wasn't much of a strategy. This is just us destroying everybody for fun. There is a very fun CK2 mod where you play in the Game of Thrones universe. Yeah, I know about that. Will it take much time to learn like OI4? No, I think it's a bit easier. I think CK is a bit easier. You need to get into the concept of CK3. But then after that, you know, the other thing about CK3 is it's very random. Like, no run is the same because So you're a guy, right? You can die after 3 days from starting your game because you get sick. You didn't have sons, you're dead. That's it. GG. Well played. I forgot about a couple of things here. We need a war goal. Oh, I need to repair the fleet. And we need to plan a naval invasion. So let's do that. Oh, look at my harbors. They are getting ready here. So we go for Niigata.
Attento.
Kanazawa. Beautiful city, Kanazawa.
Pronto all'azione.
We go for the coast of Kyoto.
Pronto, signore.
Kyoto is also a beautiful city, but I don't like it because there are too many people. And I say that while being in Tokyo, which has more people. But Tokyo is bigger, so they are not as annoying. Especially tourists. And how about we go for the area of Hiroshima? Yeah, let's do that too. Okay. Total War 3 Kingdoms, Best Diplomacy. Yeah, Total War 3 Kingdoms is not my favorite Total War game. Now, what do we need to do to have supplies here? Because we are building everything. We are building supply hubs like there is no tomorrow. I think China is a major... Yeah, China is a major, but we are not at war with China. So. You want me to kill China as well? Right. Besides the fact that China is almost dead. Wait a second though, China is almost dead. Should we maybe wait for China to be dead? What do you mean 68%? Can I help them? Double betrayal. Guys, what do you think about double betrayal? I think it's a great idea.
Formazione.
I think double betrayal is happening. Do you know Kyoto and Tokyo is pun made by the emperor? Pun? I think China. Oh, so guys, yeah, let's do that. Fuck it. This is even more fun. So we join Japan. It's crazy. We're helping them.
Ordini.
They believe in it. We join their war. We quickly kill China. Then we kill Japan. Are DLCs in CK3 worth or like in OI4? Well, I wouldn't say that DLCs are not worth in OI4. Both games can be enjoyed even without DLCs, can be fun even without DLCs. And both games have some very good DLCs. So if we kill China first and then we kill Japan, then we are really done with the run.
Ordini.
Let's go. Let's show the Japanese how it's done and end the war in 2 seconds after joining it. No, because we don't have supplies. It's actually tough even for us. Nah, that's not true. Nothing is tough for us.
Pronto, signore.
Oh, that was fast. And I want this. This is mine. Actually, can I take all of it? Can. It's crazy. Look at what we're getting with the. Very crazy. So I want to hope, Japan, that you puppeted them, right? Nice. Nice job.
Pronto.
Very nice job, Japan. And
Sì, signore.
as a reward for this amazing job that you did, I will fuck you up.
Sì, signore.
See, Japan, for example, is another extremely disappointing country to fight. Though maybe now they will be slightly better because they don't have any wars in which they are engaged. Let's see if that's the case, but probably not.
Formazione.
But Japan is another country that could use a UK kind of fix. I mean, to be honest, they should do something like that for all majors. All majors should be very difficult to naval invade. Otherwise, the game is just a joke.
Comandi.
After the early stages of the war, which are actually challenging, there is literally nothing to do.
Signore.
Are you guys quiet or is my chat broken again? If you're quiet, type it, please. Now, the thing is, Japan actually has a decent fleet. We may not be able to get the naval superiority right away. I think the new China is the new China is nothing because it's a puppet of Japan. So, no majors. Leave faction. Justify. Now we're not at war. It takes 85 days, actually. Biggest betrayal in history. Well, we did it. We just did it with Germany. I mean, what's more Italian than that? Italy in World War II was like that, you know? It was like, no, we're not going to join the war. We're not ready. Wait, actually, Germany is winning. Maybe we should join and get the spoils of war. And then we joined. And it looked like we were winning. But then we were not winning. So we thought, well, you know what? We can always switch to the other faction. In World War I, we betrayed Austria as well. You know, the Austrian had a division which had a German name, I cannot remember it now, which meant punish the Italian traitor. So they had a special division for us. Did you see my question? What was your question? But for CK3, all DLCs are like 100 euros and there is not a subscription option. Oh, okay. Yeah, not all DLCs. I would only take some specific ones, not all of them. I mean, Not all of them. I wouldn't buy all of them, if you know what I mean. And I will not say anything else about that. They did the ancient time strategy of joining the winning side of the war, exactly. Except in this particular case, we are the winning side of the war, whatever we do. Yo! Is this a historical path? Yeah, so the thing about this being the historical path is when you see Italy invading Japan from Vladivostok, it may not look like the most historical path, but it started as a historical path. Then, of course, it became not so historical anymore. And then we made it even less historical by just fucking up everybody, including Germany, and now Japan to end that one. And we got the claim. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Now, the question is, naval superiority. See, we cannot get the naval supremacy. I knew that. And I forgot completely to assign the spies, which could have helped with that, to be honest. So I would love to engage the Japanese fleet, actually. I would absolutely love that. And the other thing we can do here is actually we can build air bases. We can use planes to get the naval superiority. Come on, Japanese, why don't you engage my fleet? For fun. Just, you know, just do it. Do it for fun. Why wouldn't you do it? Wait. We are not getting any air superiority? Why not? How is this possible? Oh, because they actually do have planes. Yes, it is. It was supposed to be the historical path. Then we also ran out of focuses. We went for Greater Italy, assuming that that's what they. Oh yeah, you're right. The radar is a good idea. Just waiting, Japan waiting for Kamikaze. They should have them by now. Now what we can maybe do here is, well, let's try the old tricks. Let's try the old tricks, see if they work. So, where are my submarines? So this submarine goes on patrol, always engage. And these guys go on strike force. Let's see if it works. It's a bait, it's a big bait. Come on, Japan, it's just one submarine. Can destroy it. Oh, we actually got Green Sea. Then I guess no need to bait anymore. Wait, we're going too fast. Defending! Japan defending! Look at them! Defending! Amazing! Oh. Not defending very well, but defending. I almost feel dead. The Navy! They have a Navy! Wait. I want this naval fight. We built a navy and we could never use it. Nobody would engage us. So sad. So navy immediately engage. Go. No, don't go away from there. Yeah, go there. Oh, yes! Guys, we got a naval battle. Can you check if China is a major? Because in my run, even the puppet becomes... Let's check. No. China is not a major. I don't think majors, puppets can become majors. Look at their fleet being completely destroyed now. Boom. We lost 6 destroyers. They lost everything.
Pronto. Sì, signore. Ordini. Formazione.
Yo, they're engaging us. Fuck, they are not on strike force anymore. No, don't go there, come on. Can you... Fuck's sake. Yes, yes. Boom. Destroyed.
Continuate l'attacco.
Quite satisfying.
Attento.
Oh, this one is tough. So, 5 divisions straight. This one is tough.
Mantenete le
Right,
distanze.
we just go for Tokyo.
Formazione. Non fermatevi.
I hate Japan simply because you constantly get messed up. Yeah, we cannot get the naval invasion. Look at that.
Ordini.
I mean, not naval invasion, but straight crossing.
Avanzate. Attento.
It's not annoying.
Formazione.
I need to create a new front here. That's the way to do it, and I'm not really enthusiastic about doing that.
Avanzate. Pronto, signore. Pronto, signore.
Well, we're just going around. They take that back. We take this back. Let's
Attento.
just do that. And actually, I would be happy to take this stuff
Pronto,
here.
signore. Sì, signore.
This is the worst managed, micromanaged invasion ever. It's like
Pronto all'azione.
constantly completely random.
Sì, signore.
They had so many divisions in there. Okay, now we can fuck them up here.
Pronto all'azione.
But Japan had more divisions than usual. That's fun. That's good. No, come on, stop going back. Why do you want to go back?
Formazione. Andiamo.
I need to create a new front or we will never win this.
Comandi.
Because I keep moving away fast. Which means... Okay. Okay, fine. Fine. Do that. Sure. So, create a front here. Push here. But I don't set any general. That's too much. Here we create... well, no. Here we create a new army. It's so messed up, I hate it. Just go there.
Comandi. Ordini.
This guy may even die if I don't move him away.
Forza, forza.
That's how crazy it is.
Pronto all'azione. Avanzate. Avanzate. Comandi. Ordini.
I'm not taking the research. I'm done with this run. Just want Japan to die fast. But look at that. We allowed them enough time. They actually sent back some divisions. That's quite impressive. It's actually very impressive. I like it.
Attento. Pronto, signore.
Oh, live stream. You got us right at the end of this live stream, unfortunately. We're almost done. And not at the best time in the sense that I'm micromanaging. I'm not micromanaging this naval. No. Stop. Okay. New army. Not micromanaging at all this naval invasion, so it's being a disaster. How did they get so many divisions in there?
Attento.
Who are these guys? Which army is this? This one. Oh, dear God.
Pronto, signore.
Just go.
Continuate l'attacco.
No! They're so fast! Oh my God! Sneaky motherfuckers! Stop it! No!
Attento.
Oh my God! We needed nukes. We absolutely needed nukes.
Pronto, signore.
Fuck, this is connected to Hokkaido. How many fucking fronts do you need to take Japan? Yeah, the AI has amazing strategies, but in this case, the best thing about the AI is that actually their strategy of making stupid armies, billions of armies everywhere, it's working.
Attento. Avanzate.
No, go there.
Pronto, signore.
I'm losing it. I'm completely losing it.
Pronto, signore. Pronto, signore. Pronto all'azione.
Don't you take the stuff that I tell you to take? No, another naval invasion. What's that? Okay, where is my fleet? Why is my fleet not doing anything? No more naval superiority for them.
Comandi.
End these now.
Ordini.
I mean,
Ordini.
now I understand why you would want to nuke them. Why wouldn't you nuke these people? They clearly deserved it.
Pronto.
Fuck you, finally. Oh my God. Most annoying naval invasion ever. I just wanted to end it fast. That's why you shouldn't rush things in this game. You should always take your time. In any case, China, at least, was not a major. So that's the good news. Do we take it as communist China? I think so. I think we make our fascist puppet communist China. That makes sense. Wait, why? What do you mean, like? This was Japan? Okay. I don't even take the war reparations. Yeah, that's a good question, the J69. In a historical Italy run, you would probably not expect Italy to be in Japan. So the thing is, we finished the run a while ago, actually, and the end of the run was invading the United States. That didn't take very long, so since the stream wasn't long enough, we decided to do something else, which is quite Italian, which is betray Germany and attack them. So we destroyed Germany, and after that we decided to do something else, which is Italian. So we joined Japan, we destroyed China together, then we betrayed Japan, invaded them, and killed them. That's basically what happened. Historical. Well, I mean, the attitude was very historical. And after winning Barbarossa, it's difficult to make it historical. We should have lost in Russia to make it a historical run. Instead, we took these. We took these, and that's it. That's the end of our run, guys. I would like to say one thing, though. We did the entire run only using this template. Nothing else. This was enough to destroy all opponents in the game from 1939 to 1944. And we didn't need any other division. We had 24 of these divisions, and the rest was just regular infantry, which we used to cover the fronts. And that's it. That's all you need. But if you want to see more than that, you should check the video I just released today with all of the best templates, which include all of the other best templates. There are quite a lot of good ones. Let me make a save here. Call it Italy H for historical. Not really. GG. Mountain attack is really good. Everything attack is really good. I mean, everything about the special forces is really good. And the line artillery adds incredible soft attack. It's not the best choice, but it also drastically reduces the amount of special forces that this template uses, which makes it even better, of course. Guys, I would say that's all for today. It was fun. I mean, the first part of the run was more fun. Let's not deny that. So let me give you maybe a little spoiler about the next live that we are going to do about Hoi 4, which is... Actually, this didn't work. So this is something I was trying, and this is a run that I'm still working on. This may be the next run. This is probably going to be the next run that we're going to do live. So this one didn't really work in the end. But most of the run works. So as you can see, we are the Austro-Hungarian Empire, but we did it as Austria, not as Hungary. So that's the main difference compared to the Hungarian guide. It worked very, very well. We are very powerful, but there was a little issue with, what was it? Attacking Italy, I believe. So the thing is, we are at war with Japan. And usually being at war with Japan is not a massive issue. Either did you do superior... No, we went for the Grand Battle Plan in that run with Italy. We went Grand Battle Plan left, I believe, in the end. And Grand Battle Plan helps with the special forces because you can take tip off the spear, which early on helps a lot, increasing the amount of special forces you can have. In any case, now, the thing is with this Austro-Hungarian run, I wanted to invade the UK, right? I think we were using some very good templates. Yeah, we're using these amazing divisions. So these are very, very good divisions, incredibly strong. But I had massive issues getting the naval superiority against the UK, and even bigger issues invading them. And the main problem is Japan. I didn't consider that, but Japan is a massive issue here because they raid my convoys. So when we eventually do get the naval superiority, which usually happens at some point, Japan is constantly raiding my fleets and completely stops my naval invasion. So being at war with Japan can be a problem when you're trying to invade the UK. Okay, see, by the way, this is something that I was mentioning to you many times. So did you see how we just waited and suddenly the sea is green? And we don't have a good fleet. I mean, we have the German fleet, which we stole from Germany. We don't have the Italian one. That's the other massive issue because with Hungary, we had enough time to annex Italy. But in this run with Austria, we didn't have enough time to annex Italy. So we don't have the Italian fleet, which would have helped. And now this naval invasion is a bit messed up because fucking Japan, is stopping it and helping the UK, which is also their enemy. So they shouldn't do that, but they do it. So we lose too many of our tanks before they even disembark. Yeah, naval bombers, but we don't have anything. I mean, we are Austria. We don't have researchers. We don't have industry. We don't have naval bombers. We don't have anything. We don't have air superiority. Without air superiority, you cannot do anything. And despite these divisions being very good, this is just too much even for them. The UK has a lot of divisions down here. Yeah, we lost one already there. But we're going to lose all of them simply because they cannot disembark. And now the fleet will get destroyed. And we get destroyed. Yeah, we lost another one there. So I'm pretty sure that if we manage to disembark a bit better here, we would be able to kill the UK. But Japan and the UK together harassing our submarines are a big, big problem. So not happening. We don't need to invade the UK though, so maybe the next time we'll try a different strategy. 1943 research slot, I'd rather uninstall it. You know, this run is a painful one. It's a very painful one. I mean, there is absolutely no need to invade the UK though. So that's something to consider. But look at Japan. Look at Japan fucking up all of my troops. I mean, the UK is there too, but it's not just the UK. With just the UK, this wouldn't be an issue. probably, possibly. With the Italian Navy and just the UK, I think we would be able to do this. Like this, we cannot. So next time we can try this run without this final part. The rest of the run is fairly consistent. I already worked on it quite a lot. So, and then maybe you will have some suggestions on how to fix this part of the run if we decide to go for the UK. Otherwise, we just don't do it. We just don't do it. Since I don't think we can form the European Union. Can we form the European Union? I forgot. Ah, no, yes. In this case, we can core all of Germany, which is quite cool, actually. So we don't need to expand more. We can just slowly pick all of these decisions and core all of Germany. Which, of course, is much worse than Hungary. Hungary is better than Austria in everything, literally. So this Austro-Hungarian Empire run with Austria is just more difficult, more challenging. You get less powerful, but that's part of the challenge. All right, guys, I'd say that's all for today. So thank you all for watching and staying with me until now. And to be honest, there was a decent amount of you present today as well. So I'm happy to see that. You were also quite interactive, which is good. And this was the second part of the run, so it's never that popular. I know the streaming time is bad, so it's tough. Let me see what else you said recently, if I miss any comments. To me, historical means the AI focus at the beginning of the campaign not done exactly what the country... yeah, exactly. Otherwise, I mean, playing the Axis wouldn't be very fun. You know of any good recent resources to learn how the peace conference works? I mean, I get it mostly. It's very confusing at times. I made a peace conference guide, Silency. You can find it on the channel. Let me see. Let me help you out here. Peace conference guide. Maybe if you type peace conference on my channel, how to manage the wooden... well, it's specifically for Italy, this guide, but overall it explains how the peace conference works. So let me send you the link down here. Thanks. Hungary is also better than Austria as currency inflation. All right, guys, so thank you all for watching, and I will see you soon. There will be videos coming very soon, next Saturday, of course. We'll see if we do a for fun stream on Friday. Maybe Crusader Kings, maybe Path of Exile, since I'm playing that recently. Maybe no stream, I cannot guarantee that. I will decide the next few days, depending on how busy I am. And then probably this run with Hungary, with Austria, in a couple of weeks. Thank you again for watching. And see you next time. Bye bye.